Hey there, sign of Cancer. This is Kim here to do a reading for you today. This reading is going to be a timeless read. So when you find it, that's the time you're meant to find it. Hope you're doing good out there. Thank you so much for joining me. And also, if you'd like a private reading, information's in the description box below. They are pre-recorded readings. I send you a private link, and they start at $20 and go up from there. And thank you for the support with the private readings, by the way. It helps a lot. Let's get into this. What happened? Drop something. The yellowing card. Transition, aging, transition. Like you're in a new phase. And it can also represent the aging of a cycle that has taken a while to heal, and that being like a sign that you're very close to healing something, closing a major chapter out to move on, new transition. All right, Krans Wild Unknown alchemy deck. And message. I saw that one. Virgin's milk. Yeah. This card, it literally speaks of reaching a spiritual maturity that's necessary in order for this next new phase and this new experience. So there's a new spiritual experience coming right around the corner for you. You've obviously reached some sort of goal. Something was forming when you thought that it might have not been. Coagulation. Something was taking shape the whole time. It's like prepping you for a new beautiful experience. The blue rose might be significant. Wow, you had Neptune. I started your reading before and I shut it off because I went on and on about something that I just didn't even want to talk about. I don't know why. But anyway, okay, so Neptune came out. The Uranus card came out in that one. So Neptune has to do with a very strong connection with spirituality. You see the hands in prayer position. You could say this is almost like the mystic, the seeker. I don't associate this with a specific religion necessarily, but it can be. I mean, you put, you take the readings, how they resonate with you. It can be, if that's your path. If you feel like that's your path, then that's your path, right? But I'm picking up more of like a spiritualist or mystic. It's a person that has a belief in a all-encompassing source power or source God energy. And so therefore there's a belief that things work in mysterious ways. And really anything is possible, especially in the realm of I need a prayer answered. Anything is possible about the way that this prayer is going to be answered. So you could feel like you were really significantly on a spiritual path right now at this time in your life in any kind of way. You have the bee, and you have the benevolent guide. So you're being guided right now. This is a spirit guide who could be talking to you through your inner voice, your intuition, signs, signals, messages, synchronicities. All kinds of ways that your guides will use. You guys will use definitely any way possible to get a message to you. Seems like this has to do with your work or your mission or just what keeps you busy. I think maybe we'll switch now to tarot here. Confusion on the bottom. Order in what appears to be entropy. Yeah, let's switch decks. Oh, beautiful. 528 hertz. You may be being guided in some way with your work too. That 528 hertz is the love frequency, it's unity, consciousness, and I have a perfect example of that. I'm so glad I get to share this because I was thinking of it ever since I saw the article about it. I thought to myself, it was describing this new pizza place. It's called Pizza Abilities. It's Pizza Abilities in one word. You can look it up. And you probably should if you want to. It's a perfect example of unity 5D consciousness. This family had a child with Down syndrome, and she wanted to work somewhere. They were really having trouble finding a job or somewhere with somebody that had special needs to be able to work and find joy and purpose and, you know, the everyday things that you do in life. And so without knowing anything about the pizza business, this family started a pizza place and even got, like, people were guided to help them. An ex-owner of an Italian restaurant was guided to help them make a menu. And then they focus on hiring people that have abilities, is how they word it. And I think that's wonderful. And so I tell you, things like that, businesses like that have a mission of unity and love backing them, they're going to do really good, and they are doing really good. They said they would love to see their stores multiply, you know, and I would too. So that's the kind of energy that I'm talking about when I think 5D is coming more and more into our consciousness, and that's just an example. Of course, 5D has always been sprinkled around here. We didn't go anywhere to get this energy. It's always been here in little bits and pieces. You've always known some people that were just kind of unique and special and had a different type of calmness to them. And those were people that were embodying that energy a long time ago. So this is just when we're getting more and more, right? We want the scales to tip over to unity, consciousness, and love. So the stratopause says this is a transition stage, a transformation led by personal choice. The stratopause, place of transit, just like a bus stop. So you're not going to be here long. Could be talking about that chaos energy that we saw. Not going to be where you're at for very long. You're going to be moving into something different soon. Stratopause. And then you will have to make a decision. So you're at the bus stop. Spiritually speaking, you're at a bus stop. Okay. In the cell. Okay. They're wanting you to be very selective of what goes in and out of your body, your cells at this time. Because I also have the selective shield with it. And that's a sign to be protective of what comes in, what comes and goes, what and who you allow into your orbit, as well as what you allow into your cells. And the cell, the key to your success, the key to your success at this time is to be selective with who is allowed into your energy orbit. Okay. I'm looking up selective shield. Awareness of the energy that is around you. So they're just mentioning how sometimes people come and go into our life. At times we can really relate to some people or different groups of people, and then at other times we feel like we've become distant or we cannot relate as much. It's kind of like talking about the coming and going, maybe even of people and relationships in your life, I would say. Of the multiverse. Surface. Optical doubles. And the star. Yeah. The star, considered to be a very lucky person if you draw this card. Well, you are also being guided through... Sorry, they're giving me different messages here. So you're also being guided through DNA activation and changes right now with the cell. Leaning more towards your original divine blueprint. Okay, so, and they say you're in a transition here, right? With this stratopause, it looks like you'll have many options or available choices because the multiverse is here, and this is where we drop all the laws that govern us or that we thought governed us. And I think it's about choosing something different for yourself. It seems to be about who and what you are aligned with that is going to be shifting or changing. Because there's something actually happening at a cellular level that ties to your spirituality and also ties to your spirituality maturing past a certain point. Now it's ready for a new experience. There are some people that are simply not on your path and or not they don't have the same alignment as you, and on the surface they may seem like they do. Maybe they're, I don't know, you know how we tend to put people into categories, and if they are in a certain category that you are feeling like you are in, then you two must be, have something in common. They're saying that there's some people that you are around that you really are not actually close to in alignment. It just only appears that way on the surface. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking of social class. I'm thinking of things that humans have put labels on that discriminate and segregate. And it's funny, divide you into a certain group, and then that group realizes when they have this type of activation and awakening that, you really don't have anything in common with this group of people. And maybe it's not all of them, but it's something like that. Okay, so because optical doubles is literally, it's when two stars out there, out in the sky, appear to be close together, but they're really not. So the metaphorical example would be, there's people that appear to be on the same path, but they're not. There's something shallow or only surface level here. Yeah, I'm getting a really strong spiritual vibe from the Cancers that are watching this. And I'm not even sure that you outwardly let this be known, but that you actually are very spiritual. Meaning. You pick up meaning in places others don't. It says the chaos, the emperor. but I pulled it like this. So you have the Emperor. Let me get another one. Who is that? It says discipline, the Emperor, and then it says chaos on the other side. It has Queen of Wands with charismatic and then excessive control here too. So it seems like this might be the energy that I was saying might be not actually on your orbit. Because the Emperor is picking this up as you is orderly and has a lot of power, structure, and this type of Queen of Wands has issues like they could be manipulative. They could always want to be controlling something excessively, like excessive control. The Emperor is in control, but they know healthy limits. The Queen of Wands does not. That would be the drama queen. And I'm not doing gender here, so it might, I mean, this could be men or women. These could be people who are very surface, who are very focused about what appears on the surface instead of doing any kind of inner work. Listen to your intuition about these people. And yeah, listen to your intuition when it comes to these people and these paths, that because you have so many options with the with the multiverse. You have so many options available to you that, and there comes to be a very important decision here with the Queen of Swords. It says informed decisions on it. So you'll have to decide your focus and who is in alignment with your goals, and they're saying to tap into your intuition to let you know what that's about, and if somebody is actually in alignment, or are they an optical double? Are they actually going in a different direction than you? As I have you with inspired pursuits, wanting to go in a certain direction, wanting to get things moving. Two of Swords, inner conflict. Inner conflict. You get some water, hang on. So So the Knight of Cups is kind of a dreamy energy, right? It's motion because it's a knight. And there seems to be some sort of decision here. I want to get an answer about what's been keeping you from making a certain decision. Or what is so conflicting? Why do you feel conflicting? Is it because of something that looks what something looks like on the surface, or even how something is going to look? Tell me about Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Six of Cups. So Three of Swords, and I have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom. Moving past heartache. We have soulmate energy here. Who's the soulmate, or what is the soulmate about? Five of Pentacles. Alone feeling. Worried and somewhat alone feeling. Tell me more. Another Two of Swords. You have Ten of Pentacles on the bottom. For some reason, I don't feel like this worry is about money here. I think this is a... You know, when everything else can look great on the surface, everything can look really good, but there's something about an intimate connection that's missing, and always has been missing, and having multiple experiences of heartache after heartache, and really all you want is to enjoy the journey with somebody who's actually enjoying it with you too, and you feel the same, things feel reciprocal. There's something here about that. Okay? There's something here about that. And it's almost like a push-pull in the mind on whether to take action on something or not. But being stopped because of the way that something might look. And I don't think that it's that you're being superficial. I think that you possibly have a lot of people around, or energies around, that could be judgmental. So, what to do? Nine of Swords. So what to do? Be the Magician. What to do is to be the Magician. This Nine of Swords here, it's okay. It is also associated here with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, because they're saying that there comes a point where we want to have a lot of control in our life in general, and I'm not saying this is a negative thing. We don't really like chaos, and sometimes we can look at how if other people are going to have some sort of judgment, or if they might cause problems, like you could try to find the loopholes in everything, in every single way that something could go possibly wrong. And then we get kind of stuck in that energy instead of moving towards something that we want, or what we're actually inspired to do, because we're more focused on all of the things that could go wrong, including what if this goes wrong with this person or that person, and it's supposed to be about your journey. So there is a lot of worry here. I think it includes other people, but whatever this is to go towards eventually, I feel like you make the decision to do so because there is this feeling of kind of like loneliness here. Even in the midst of maybe some, on the surface, looks really great. Alright, so you're the Magician. You are the master of everything. An exciting adventure at the limit of human comprehension. You can manifest whatever you want. Let's see what maybe the outcome would be if you decide to make a decision to pursue something that's solely based on what the emotion is pulling you towards, not what the mind is overthinking. So that's the outcome. I have the bedroom card. Sexual fulfillment, intimacy, sensual pleasure, a love affair, sleep, contentment, leisure, nap, sleep on it, alone time, oasis, retiring, dream time, astral travel, call it a day. I would say that that's a pretty good outcome that it could lead to. Okay, what else? And passion. They're saying following your, using your emotion here as being a, they're showing you as a barometer of your truth, right? Yeah, who does the Queen of Swords need to cut out or cut ties with? Break up with? So that you can have real passion. Bonfire, enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense, joy, ignite, passion, ecstasy, sharing ideas, exhilaration, orgasm, fanaticism, fever, fierce. This is good stuff. Cutting cords, something's not working. Wow, on the cut, that's what I got. Just on the cut. So I'm gonna keep it because that's so cool. This was the one that was on the bottom of the deck, 11. And so 11 says you have a keen awareness of what's happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift, and it will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and a great supporter. I'm intuitive. And 1111, the universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed, helping you wake up to who you truly are. And that's what I've got for you all. Sorry, it kind of took me a little, I feel like this reading, I had to unpack it and it took me a while to understand it. So I apologize if I went a little slow with getting the reading across to you, but I'm sending you love and light as always, Cancer. Bye.